what he has to say.
Christopher DeLuca.
And why we're so special.
No, I have a better question.
Do you? Okay, wait, can we hear that one?
Oh yeah, what makes Oh Boy special?
All right. The best part about Oh Boy is this guy right here.
That is okay.
This guys are gonna lame. This guy right here.
Right. Yeah, no, okay. We did better answers from the next people. Why'd you cancel your show today?
It was not me. That was Austin.
Why'd Austin cancel his show today?
Dude, I don't even know, man. He does whatever he wants. I don't even know.
Hey, Sammy, do me a favor, real
he doesn't
real
act
quick.
Yeah.
And just say entertainment breach, and look in
the
right at one.
Right at one.
Guys,
take it,
guys.
There you go. Chevy, do it.
Entertainment breach.
Oh boy, endorses this message.
Yeah, entertainment breach is better every day of the
You
week.
definitely should.
Bye, Jim. I like Chris DeLuca.
Bye.
Who's next? Come on down.
It's VPB. Who's the VPB? Is it Eric Palmieri?
Not here. Who's next?
Next person, then whatever.
Eric. Come on, Eric.
Come on, Eric.
No. Eric Palmieri.
The Riddler?
The Riddler?
Yeah, I said that they're not relevant enough to be a Joker. Every Batman needs. So I said he's like.
They
the
are
Riddler.
more of like a pink.
That's fine.
Yeah. Because they're Joker.
What's up, Eric?
Eric, what's up?
Thank you so much.
Why is Oh Boy special?
Probably because of Paulie.
Hey, dude!
We need a better answer, though.
I think he's winning.
That's already the answer.
That's all the answer you need. That's the only answer you need.
You're winning a little too much right now.
Yeah.
We do more than
Thanks,
just
Eric.
You're right. A second answer would be Dylan.
All right,
Which one?
Both.
Oh, so you're just not a fan of Mitch.
Yeah.
Jump.
Don't worry. You're the best answer.
No.
Fourth best answer. Chevy would have to be third.
Hey!
Listen, third's not lose. Oh, I mean, it's not winning.
Thanks, Pom Pom. Next. Last one. Last one.
I think it's Kenny.
You know what? I didn't know how many people work the show. So
We have a lot of people
It's a
working.
lot of crew.
Awesome.
A lot of hardworking people.
The old GM.
Kenny Gerard, current GM.
What's up?
What makes the best show on WTOP special?
in our hearts.
Are we talking about DK?
Hey!
What makes Oh Boy special? Because it's a nice memory bank for all of us when we graduate.
This is a good answer.
So, like for example, when we started the show, it was meant to be for fun and to mess with me when I got GM. So I think it's good that we get to look back at this someday.
And it's
Yeah,
still.
that's it.
Oh, that's really nice.
I mean, the real answer is Paulie, but I mean,
And it's to terrorize me and
Sorry,
John
someone
Bolus
just
when
wanted to tell you.
our students find
What was
it.
the brownie question about?
The poop brownie.
The poop brownie.
The best
Just a little bit of poop.
Best
Just
brownie
tiny-
ever made
tiny
in the world.
bit.
It does not taste like poop, but it has like a tiny speck of poop in it as an ingredient. It tastes wonderful. It doesn't smell. It smells
Well,
like
it's
a
like-
freshly baked brownie.
actually-
and
It's like
it gives
Listen,
you
all I'll
no-
say is me plus eating is usually a yes, and in this
He wouldn't.
scenario,
He wouldn't.
it's a
It's like
definitive.
It's like the
yes.
poop
All right.
coffee.
Here's a question. Where does
Yeah, I
poop
was
come
gonna say,
from?
coming up, Cooked is back, only on Oh Boy. Cook time.
Do you like reading? Do you like reading books? Do you like looking at books? Do you like having a collection of books in your living room?
Now, before we get into the nitty-gritty, spoiler alert! Okay, or why did I write this in yellow? I told you! Welcome back between the pages!
Good evening and welcome to Jeopardy! I am your host, Joe.
Hello, Simon.
Joe is at this place. And I'm very concerned to see what Piper's answer is here. Sorry, it's a 98-page rule book.
You guys are stunned still?
Joe, I'm going to sound like a little snob here. It was not founded by Ray Kroc.
Welcome back, everybody. Season 2 of Oswego Lazo.
Welcome back to Oh Boy. Today on Cooked, we have my lunch from yesterday, and I made a buffalo blue cheese famous bowl.
I'm so excited.
Let's see it.
I'm hungry.
Let's see it.
I could eat that.
Let's see it. Oh my.
Oh wow.
That's
Okay,
wonderful.
so you'll see. That's so. Why is it? Oh my
Just
gosh.
keep going.
Yeah. Okay. So it was snowing yesterday. It was snowing yesterday. So I get the gravy and the mashed potatoes and the chicken. You got to put cheese on it too. They don't give you cheese there. Microwave the cheese on top of it.
I have the microwave.
Really good.
I have that microwave.
You have the dining hall microwave. Blue cheese on it, and then I put buffalo and I went onions too.
That looks so good.
Real good. I took some off and broke them up. You'll see me now microwave the brownies. That's the move. That's the move. You microwave the brownies. I'm going to show
are you
you.
drinking?
That's water with a little bit of cranberry and a little bit of orange.
Okay.
Good, healthy option. And okay, you see there how it's all just mushy?
Yeah.
Okay, so here's my question for you guys. A lot of people like their food presentable. I'm from Rochester, known for the garbage plate. I like my food.
Terrible.
I like
Terrible place
my
to be. Terrible food.
I
Terrible
like
place
my
to be.
I don't care if my food looks gross or good. I like when it's a lot of flavors and good. Do you guys think food has to look good?
No.
Not at all.
Chevy, do you want to go first?
No.
You can elaborate.
I don't. As long as it tastes good, that's all that matters.
Yeah, but if it okay.
If it looks like poop.
That's what I'm saying. It's like
Apparently people will eat it.
but I don't know.
Sometimes you just need to eat slop, you know.
It is slop.
Garbage plate's so good. I've had it once. Oh, it's so good.
I do like a good garbage plate, but I'm a person who like on Thanksgiving I would just like put it all together. It doesn't really matter. So
Yeah.
I don't think it necessarily needs to look good as long as it I think tastes pretty.
What about you, Mensch?
I like food to not look like. I like what goes into my body to not look like what goes out in my body. But it doesn't have to look like really good. But it just doesn't have to look like excrement.
So here's my argument, right? So Tully's looks good.
Yeah.
It looks fantastic
Oh.
often. But it's not the best food in the world, and you can often get sick and
That is
feel
true.
bad after. But I have had garbage plates and stuff like that, and they look terrible.
But they're
They
awesome.
taste really good, and they don't mess you up. Okay, but like
They mess me
bring
up.
the.
I think
There's
that's just
no
a
way
you
this
thing.
guy's saying chicken tenders mess you up worse than a
Dude,
garbage
if
plate.
If you get the Asian tenders,
What are you even saying
if
right
it's,
now?
If it's like the Asian tenders, those have killed my stomach before. But
Occasionally.
Yeah,
occasionally.
dude, I don't know. I think they've been putting too much grease on it. Tully's, I love you. I do love you, but yeah. the
Well,
grease is
I know a guy who ate like a peanut butter banana and like
All
did a
right,
sandwich.
all
and
right,
that
stop.
pretty much killed him.
All right, well.
What?
Well,
Interesting.
all right, well, no, that's. Why do you bring that up? Why do you bring that up?
It's funny.
Yeah, it's. We're good.
What was
What?
that?
What?
Did you guys hear that?
What was that?
Nope.
Oh boy.
What's
OMG.
going on?
Oh,
Guys,
boy.
the lights are off. Guys, what do I do?
What is that? Oh my god. Wait! Oh my god, stop.
Leave Chevy alone. Leave Chevy alone. Please don't hurt him.
No.
Please don't hurt him.
That was good.
That was good.
That was a good bit.
Oh, he's,
The hell?
Oh.
he's still here.
That's fun.
Hi, Kenny.
Just a fake. It was
just a fake.
Oh,
He
that's
actually
what
died. These episodes are non-canon.
Oh,
It's like The Simpsons.
I'm a clone now, so
Graggle?
non-can.
the third clone or something.
All right, so Chevy, we do this thing on this show that it's called Girlfriend Review. I have not been so lucky to participate, but these other fine gentlemen, other than Gilly and I, have girlfriends, and they leave us reviews of the show. So we are going to start down over with Kenny, and we are going to work our way down.
Yeah, you need
Oh,
some
yeah.
mic.
No, you're good. Oh, usually we don't start in this end, so I was a little caught off guard. Okay, from Mogan. It's a good day when Oh Boy's on. I love the Kenny drug lore drop, so that's good. Kenny will be the GM forever. I hope not. Chris is just propaganda. Sorry, Chris. I hope that's wrong. I really would like to retire. I give this episode a 10 and a 9.
Oh boy.
So,
Nice
and
callback.
Morgan says look forward to Juliana's review.
Yeah.
Don't know for why, but we'll see.
I'm scared.
That's it.
Oh, look at the photo. Look at the photo.
Hi, Paul. Your turn.
It's my turn. My turn.
Yeah, that helmet was another $80.
It's a
So we don't talk
Is
about
that Dylan? Oh my God. So
I
that's
know that
Dylan
is.
right there.
All right.
So on today's forecast.
On today's forecast, we have Dylan Zielinski.
All right, I guess I can go with that.
Hey, that's right. Hey, that was from.
Is that COVID?
Yeah, that's
COVID.
COVID.
I'll go quick so Alec can go. All right, Juliana says, Chevbone is the best. I need a big A in Chevy crossover. I, too, would eat the poo brownie, too.
It makes sense.
What is with you people?
Bring back Minch on the street, in parentheses, please, I beg of you. And then shout out to a garbage plate. They are the best. And I need a liquid IV of my dad's hot sauce. And and what is Gilly's obsession with buffalo sauce? LMAO.
Very nice.
It's not buffalo, it's the buffalo and blue cheese combination.
Go ahead, Mitch.
Buffalo.
Very chill start to the show. I think Oh Boy, especially because of Mitch on the street, all the amazing girlfriends that watch, smiley face. Yeah, and you can tell you guys have fun with everything. What's going on here? What is that? Can we get a little look at that?
You know,
We have Bucky.
Bucky's amazing.
No one can hear me. It's fine.
Keep going, Mitch. Yeah, we only got so much time.
I fear I can't relate to the Star Wars stuff. Seems fun and cool. Great show. I'm smiling and having fun. That makes one of us.
Seth took the
liberty of.
Yeah. He said, "Hi, Joe." He said, "Gilly's stash looking all right. Is this whole show just glazing? Did Joe win trivia? No, he did not. Okay, can't say that one. You have Seth. Seth is girlfriend." And then Brummer also texted me and said that cooked sucked.
It did suck. I
And he
agree.
said,
I couldn't get
"Love
time.
you, though."
That did suck.
John Boldus, you aren't hitting anything from Norwich.
No, definitely.
You aren't
not.
hitting anything. You can't hit a guy 5 feet in
Boldus
front of you.
review?
Hit nothing from Norwich.
I think this is our last episode before senior week, so stay tuned for senior week. I don't know. No, I don't think we do.
Oh boy.
For class. So this is the last episode for a little while. We do have one for senior week. It's going to be an hour long. We get to say goodbye to Paul, Minch, and I. It's going to be a sad era. Chevy.
We do need new people.
We
do need new people. We do need new people. Hey,
Chevy,
we
thank
need
you for coming
call
on.
1-800-555. Oh boy, if you want to be a new member, we won't be doing casting call next time. If we think you are fit,
Chevy, say goodbye. Say goodbye. Let's
Bye. Bye.
Wait,
Bye.
Do you like Oh Boy?
Yeah, I love it. Great.
Oh Boy. Bum cam. We're not yes.
We have Chevy, but no.
Tonight on WTOP-10 Nightly News, Career Services hosted LinkedIn Bingo. How students are getting prepared to enter the job market.
And Earth Month is coming to an end. How the campus thrift store is celebrating.
Plus, police presence here in the city. The details coming up.
WTOP-10 Nightly News starts now.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Emily Carriero.
And I'm Eddie McAlpine.
Our top story tonight, this evening, involves an incident here in the city of Oswego. The Oswego Police Department was dispatched to a scene on Governor Street, off the corner of West Schuler Street. At the scene, there was police tape surrounding the property with an officer present at the door of the residence.
We spoke with the officer to see what information could be released regarding the situation, but she had no information to give at this time. We also called the Oswego Police Department to find out more information, and they informed us they are looking for an individual. Anyone with information that could help the Oswego Police is encouraged to call the number 315-342-8120. An Oswego School District bus driver was arrested yesterday after driving impaired transporting students. Brian Wygant, a 39-year-old, was taken into custody after a student contacted their parent, who then alerted authorities. Wygant was charged with aggravated DWI and 30 counts of reckless endangerment. The Oswego School District emphasizes that this case does not reflect the professionalism and commitment of its transportation staff.
A police pursuit involving a North Carolina woman happened early this Monday from Clay to Cortland County. The pursuit began after the woman made an illegal U-turn and did not comply with the traffic stop. Police used tire deflation spikes to safely end the chase. No injuries were reported and no vehicles were damaged. She's now being charged with numerous traffic violations after not complying with police officers.
A businessman is pleading guilty to stealing more than $50 million from hundreds of upstate New Yorkers. Miles Burt Marshall faces up to 12 years in prison from stealing money from neighbors, churches, and local organizations. Marshall scammed clients out of their life savings to fund his shopping, vacations, and restaurants. He awaits his sentencing June 11th.
Here in Oswego County, the month of April is recognized as National Child Abuse Prevention Month. The proclamation presented to the Oswego County Health and Services Committee stated that child abuse and neglect is a very important concern. Oswego County Department of Social Services Director Megan Rose has preached the continued support in serving families here in Oswego, sharing that prevention is a shared responsibility of many and the efforts would not be possible without the collaboration of many.
Staying in Oswego County, Fulton Block Builders is receiving further support this year from local company Universal Metalworks as it celebrates 10 years of service to the Fulton community. Program founder Linda Egan tells us more.
Fulton Block Builders is a community-based organization that started in 2016 on people's back porches, talking to our neighbors about what do you like about Fulton? What vision do you have for the city of Fulton? Where would you like to see it going? And how do you think we're doing with getting there? And many, many people came out and shared with us how much they love the community.
Ford Motor Company, one of the faces of American car manufacturing, is applying for patents for technology in their cars that some consider to be invasive of their privacy.
Some patents include targeted advertisements in your vehicle, facial recognition software, or the ability to biometric data to be collected and stored. Despite the patents, local Ford dealership Kerner Ford of Syracuse says the kind of privacy-invading technology has not yet been implemented in the vehicles they sell.
Local Syracuse automotive expert John Metzler, host of the Terry's Transmission Car Care Clinic radio show, weighs in.
A lot of this is probably good technology if it's used in the right way, but I think what we've seen in some situations where there's been vehicles that have been in collisions, accidents and that information then has been downloaded and provided to law enforcement and pretty much convicts the person before even going to court.
While the patents for this are concerning to some, technology like this is already appearing in many different car manufacturer fleets, like Subaru's, whose newer vehicles have facial recognition software that can sign the driver in by scanning their face and apply their preferred settings as the car starts.
Is Ford patenting any technology to help me drive better in the rain?
I don't know about that, Emily, but if you're worried about the weather, let's send it over to our Storm Team 10 meteorologist, Emma Sechner. Emma?
Hi, I'm Emma Sechner, your Storm Team 10 meteorologist for tonight. You'd expect a rainy week to come. Tomorrow we won't see as much, but Friday there'll be some scattered showers. But definitely next week we'll see lots of rain. Cold week is expected, continuing on for this weekend, but good news, some sunshine will return for the weekend. Now back to the desk.
Thanks, Emma. The Oz Thrift Sale has been at SUNY Oswego for over a decade now and has partnered with different organizations over the years, and is now organized by the Office of Sustainability. The Office of Sustainability wants to stress that once things leave your hand, they still have a life after, and to think about the excess materials left over from things we use. The thrift is also taking donations at this time. For low prices like $3 for a t-shirt, the clothes at the Oz Thrift can find a new life.
We host a ton of different programs, everything from maple syrup to tree planting to the thrift sale like you're seeing the piece right here. Every year when students go home for summer break, we offer donation bins and we receive a ton of clothing donations, up to 30,000 pounds just from when students leave to when we have it set up for a sale to when they return. So it's a lot of work, a lot of sorting, but our goal is to keep all of that 30,000 pounds out of the landfill. We are treating this as a closer for our Earth Month celebration. So we have maybe 4 or 5 more events before April ends, but this is really our now focus until the end of April.
The Oz Thrift will be happening again tomorrow from 12 to 4 p.m. Be sure to turn out for a chance to make a difference to keeping our unused clothes out of landfills.
You may have seen more people on campus than usual this weekend. That's because it was Spring Open House last Saturday here on our campus. With more, here's WTOP-10 reporter Lexi Primerano.
This past weekend, SUNY Oswego welcomed potential future students and families to the campus for Spring Open House. The open house brought in a steady flow of people curious to explore campus life. Visitors had the chance to tour the campus, meet current students, and learn more about important departments and student life here at SUNY Oswego. The planning of the event also provided opportunities for current students, giving them a real experience at planning an event.
I'm a public relations major here at Oswego, so it just seemed like the next step for what I want to do in the future. I planned the event. I talked to clubs and orgs in advance, especially for like the info fair downstairs.
But there was more value to these students than just planning the event.
Love my job. I love working these programs. Truly, it is the people you see and the people you meet during these events specifically, which is another reason why they're so important in just getting people to come here. I've had people who I've given tours to, and then I see them, going to and from class every day. It's really cool to kind of have that part of somebody's life. It just makes a bigger impact.
Even on a rainy day, it's moments like these that will show students that their story can start here at SUNY Oswego.
I'm Lexi Pomerano. I'm Madison Potter. WTOP-10.
Thank you, Lexi. Tonight in Morano Campus Center, Career Services and Women in Business held a LinkedIn bingo event for students to attend. Students gathered in the Career Services office for a night of bingo, networking, and ice cream. While having some fun, students were assisted with updating their profile pictures, background images, and professional headshots. The event had a great turnout, with many students receiving professional help to grow their careers.
SUNY Oswego's Community Orchestra is performing their spring concert tonight at 7:30 in Hewitt Hall. The orchestra, conducted by Trevor Jorgensen, hosts their spring concert every year. The concert was free, open to all, and a great way to relax before finals week. All were invited to bring a friend and enjoy some classical music tonight. Still ahead tonight, King Charles and Queen Camilla made a visit to the 9/11 memorial.
And a fire incident in Kansas City, Missouri. Stay tuned for more.
We had someone who could tell us what we should and shouldn't watch.
Well, do we have a show for you? Who are you?
What are you doing in my bed?
On Be Kind and Rewind, we will go through and review all your favorite movie franchises. And tell you which ones you should and shouldn't watch from the perspective of normal movie fans. Well, be sure to check out Be Kind and Rewind on WTOP-10. Go home, that's 3 hours from now! Maybe that's the best thing you can do.
But after he gets possessed,
his show becomes a smash hit.
Now he's got the greenest show on WTOP-10.
A lot of green going on tonight.
We'll be holding on forever.
Don't miss the limited run of
Those great people being
If you like action, romance,
If you're watching this,
and highbrow humor,
Surface is this?
Floor. Minch did not legitimately put his head in the toilet.
there's only one place to turn.
No!
Tune in to new episodes of
Oh boy!
only on WTOP.
Hi, welcome back from the break. Currently in Oswego, it is raining with a temperature of 47 degrees, a dew point of 45, a humidity of 93, with a pressure of 1,006.7, with winds coming from the southwest at 9 miles per hour. And then currently across this, New York State, we have Buffalo being 43 degrees, Watertown being 52, Glens Falls being the highest at 62, with Syracuse being 55. And then for the radar, as you can see, it's just rain across New York State. And then if you're wondering what to wear for tomorrow, Tomorrow will be partly sunny skies with a temperature of 48, so you can just wear a hoodie, maybe bring some sunglasses, nothing too crazy. And then for the future cast, as you can see, the rain passed through from tonight. With Thursday around 8 a.m., that's when it's going to start clearing up. That's when we're going to start getting the partly cloudy skies. And then as we get into around Friday at like midnight-ish, we'll get the rain again. And then for areas like Tupper Lake, there is chances of a wintry mix or maybe some snow around 4 a.m. But then as we continue on, New York State will get some scattered showers on Friday. And the extended weather forecast. Thursday, there'll be partly cloudy skies with a high of 48 and a low of 38. Friday, there'll be a chance of rain at 47 as the high, with a low being 37. Saturday, with mostly sunny skies, starting the weekend off right, there'll be a high of 46 and a low of 37. Sunday will be a high of 49 with a low of 41. Monday, the showers will start again with the high being 60 and the low being 49. Tuesday, the high will be 56 and the low will be 46, with Wednesday being 57. And that's all for me tonight. Back to the desk.
Emma, today the King and Queen of England are here in the U.S. Today they went to honor victims for the September 11th attacks that nearly killed 2,800 people. King Charles and Queen Camilla visited the 9/11 Memorial in Lower Manhattan, bringing flowers and laying them at the edge of one of the site's pools. They also made a visit to families who lost someone on 9/11 and first responders who were on the scene.
Now to the Midwest, where in Kansas City, there is a vacant apartment complex that has caught fire 15 times this year. Families evacuated the site back in January, and months later, the complex is still vacant. The most recent fire happened last Monday in Olive Park Village. The site experienced federal funding cuts after the owner failed to address unsafe conditions. City records show multiple code violations that officials cannot fix due to the property being privately owned.
New York City airports are putting tracking devices in their vehicles in response of the March 22nd crashing of an Air Canada jet into LaGuardia Airport. This allows air traffic controllers to see where the vehicles are on a map. The system also has a sound alarm if a collision were about to happen. Newark's airport have been testing this technology since December.
Strong weather has been affecting areas of the United States for a 6 day straight. On Tuesday, Reed Binion tells us more about how this weather looked like and how it has been affecting others recently.
Currently, the Palapena County judge and the Parker County judge are both working on declaring the area a disaster.
Authorities in Mineral Wells, Texas, addressing the damage left by a tornado that flattened parts of the town.
Y'all pray for everybody in Mineral Wells, Texas, guys. It's crazy out here right now.
Several people were injured, 2 of them hospitalized when the tornado ripped through the town about 80 miles west of Dallas Tuesday, the 6th day of a severe storm outbreak that has terrorized the Midwest and continues to wreak havoc in the South. The violent storms Tuesday also came with hail. Hailstones up to tennis ball and baseball size pummeled Springfield, Missouri, damaging vehicles and knocking down power poles.
I gotta get out of here.
A storm chaser in Missouri reacting as the icy chunks rained down on his car, cracking his windshield. In neighboring Illinois, authorities are assessing damage from a tornado Monday that ripped through several towns in Clinton County, including Germantown. The storm damaged homes, toppled trees and power lines, and blocked roads. Meanwhile, wildfires continue to burn in parts of the South, including South Florida, where a massive blaze is burning in Everglades National Park. As of Tuesday night, it had expanded to more than 5,000 acres. I'm Reed Binion reporting.
The violent storm has been affecting people all across the country, and they've been struggling to stay safe, making sure to keep an eye on the weather as suggested.
Over 1 million Haitian and Syrian immigrants with temporary legal status may be in danger of having their status revoked. TPS, or Temporary Protected Status, allows immigrants from war-torn and natural disasters ravaged countries to live and work in the U.S. legally. The Supreme Court heard arguments today against the Trump administration's efforts to end temporary protected status for immigrants coming from Syria and Haiti. The rulings are expected today, the end of June, and will most likely set precedent for TPS policy in the future.
Today was day 2 of the ongoing trial between Elon Musk and OpenAI. Musk appeared in court in California this evening, contributing to the several hours of testimony presented to the court. Musk is suing OpenAI co-founder Sam Altman, alleging that the company abandoned the original nonprofit mission in favor of earning profit and commercializing AI with Microsoft. Musk stated in court that he was a fool for funding OpenAI and claimed he provided the company with free funding for a startup.
Former FBI Director James Comey surrendered to law enforcement Wednesday at a federal court in Virginia. Comey was indicted by the Justice Department Tuesday on charges related to a social media post he made last year. The post featured a picture of seashells on a beach with what officials call a message that threatened President Trump. This is the second time Comey has been targeted by justice officials under Trump.
I searched to the end of the internet last night. I can't find one example where the number 86 had anything to do with any violent threat. So hopefully there's more to it than just the picture in the sand. Otherwise, I just think it's another example.
Now to the United Kingdom, where soon visitors to the London Zoo will be able to see That's While They Work. After an anonymous $27 million donation, the zoo is building a new medical center for animals. While the zoo is celebrating their 200th anniversary this week, they say this is the most significant gift in its history. The London Zoo is the world's first scientific zoo, with famous visitors including Charles Darwin, Beatrix Potter, and A.A. Milne.
While fans are waiting for the next episode of the reality show Survivor, it's been revealed that popular YouTube personality Jimmy Donaldson, or Mr. Beast, will be the show's celebrity guest. During a podcast, he mentioned that he can't say much due to a non-disclosure agreement, but he asked for viewers to watch the episode with an open mind and hopes the audience will enjoy his cameo. Still ahead tonight, see how the Lakers women's lacrosse team did in their playoff game today.
And some big news in the basketball world. Stay tuned for all that and more with Cam Carvalho right after this.
If it's hockey, it's on Hockey Talk.
The hockey gods will bless me again with another victory.
Join Rob Finger and his panel of guests.
Rangers are going to beat them simply because vibes.
Vibes.
You are winning this on vibes?
As they take you through the hockey world.
We welcome you with open arms.
Tune into Hockey Talk, only on WTOP.
I had to eat a raw egg on Chris's dormitory floor.
I currently don't have any federal pending charges.
You know what you never did? You never walked to Walmart, Chris.
That's my co-host. This is for making me eat roast Pop-Tarts.
It's showtime, Chris. Come on.
I want to be on the air for that. I got a couple things to say.
No.
Spin the wheel. But you got censorship.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to...
Welcome back to WTOP-10 Nightly News. I'm Cameron Carvalho here with tonight's full sports coverage. The SUNY women's lacrosse playoffs are in full swing as the undefeated Oswego Lakers took on the Oneonta Red Dragons on Laker turf this afternoon. Our sports reporter Jason Rude has more about how the matchup went down.
On a dark, gray, and rainy day on the Laker turf, the Oswego women's lacrosse team opened up their playoff campaign as they hosted the Oneonta Red Dragons today in a high-stakes SUNY semifinal matchup. From the opening draw, Oswego played like a team on a mission, with key players like Alexis Hill igniting the offense early, leading a relentless first-quarter surge that put the Lakers up 6-0. The team statistics also told a story of total dominance as the Lakers outshot the Red Dragons 29-9 and controlled the pace by winning 13 of 19 of the draw controls. By halftime, the Lakers held a commanding 11-1 lead. The Red Dragons did manage a brief push in the third, but the Lakers' defense and special teams ended up being impenetrable as they converted 4 out of the 5 free position shots to keep the game out of reach. Hill finished with a stellar 5-goal performance, stealing a 15-4 victory over the Oneonta Red Dragons. The Lakers remain undefeated in conference play and look forward to playing in the SUNY Championship Finals. From WTOP-10, I'm Jason Rude.
Thank you, Jason. The Oswego women's lacrosse team will once again host the SUNY Championship this Saturday against the Cortland Red Dragons on Laker turf. The Lakers are also currently ranked 67th in the national D3 women's lacrosse rankings. Well, there's a lot more Laker sports happening this weekend than just lacrosse. This includes the men's baseball playoff series between Oswego and New Paltz that just got rescheduled today. That series will take place at Laker Baseball Field Saturday at 2 and Sunday at noon. Also taking place this weekend includes the SUNY Outdoor Track and Field Championships on Friday and Saturday, as well as the aforementioned Women's Lacrosse Championship game. Catch that one right here on WTOP-10. 4 former Oswego High School Buccaneers have been selected to the Oswego High School Athletic Hall of Fame for this year's June 10th ceremony. 1996 graduate Lisa Cummins was a varsity soccer and volleyball star for the Buccaneers. 1988 graduate Jason Mantaro was a hockey captain and all-state player, while 1995 graduate Melissa Verdoliva was a 2-sport MVP in soccer and softball, who was also in the Oswego State Athletic Hall of Fame. Finally, 2007 graduate Abigail Hurley Martin was a dominant softball pitcher who holds the school record for strikeouts and was also a varsity swimmer and volleyball player. The Buffalo Sabres were in action last night against the Boston Bruins. The Sabres had an opportunity to advance to the second round of the NHL playoffs and started strong with Rasmus Dahlon's first period goal. The Bruins leveled it in the second period after Elias Lindholm's goal. Then a defensive battle would ensue as the game went all the way into overtime. It took 9 whole minutes of overtime for the tie to be broken as David Pastrnak netted the game winner on a fast break. Game 6 is this Friday in Boston. Both the NCAA and NBA announced major changes yesterday. The NCAA is finalizing a plan to expand March Madness to 76 teams that would expand the first 4 from 8 to 24 teams. In the NBA, the draft lottery system will likely see a major revamp in 2027. The measure was adapted to combat tanking and involved the teams with the 3 worst records entering a relegation zone, where their chances of winning the draft lottery is significantly reduced. More NBA was happening yesterday. The NBA playoffs are in full swing. We got the Knicks and the Hawks battling out in Game 5 at Madison Square Garden. The Knicks would start this game off strong. Their big man Karl Anthony Towns hitting the 3 there. Now using his big frame, gets the drive, a spinning layup for the and-one finish. The highlight of the day for Atlanta comes from Jonathan Kuminga, throws down the one-handed lob over 2 defenders from the Knicks. What a play there by Kuminga. Cat, though, back in the post. Can't guard him one-on-one. A nifty little move past Jalen Johnson. Gets the layup. Now the Knicks continuing to be physical. OG Anunoby on the ring. Drives on Jalen Johnson. Uses a nice hesitation and throws down the standing dunk. But as usual, the star for the Knicks of the day, it was none other than Jalen Brunson, the all-star guard. The Knicks' best player had 39 points on the day. Here we'll see him with a crafty little move, rotating around Alexander Walker for the layup in the paint. Now it's Mitchell Robinson throwing down the lob, the big man for the Knicks getting that dunk. But now it's Brunson. Look at all those fakes he just put on Jalen Johnson. How do you guard that? I don't know. Thankfully, it's not my job. Here it's Jalen Brunson again, cooking Dyson Daniels, gets another layup to go. The Knicks win this game 126-97, go up 3-2 in the series. Game 6 is this Friday in Atlanta. That's all for my final sports report on WTOP-10. Stay tuned for our picture of the day highlighting our very own producers. We will be right back.
Do you like reading? Do you like reading books? Do you like looking at books? Do you like having a collection of books in your living room?
Now, before we get into the nitty-gritty, spoiler alert! Okay, Lord, why did I write this in yellow? I told you! Welcome back between the pages.
Good evening and welcome to Jeopardy! I am your host, Joe.
Hello, Simon.
Joe is at this place. And I'm very concerned to see what Piper's answer is here.
Sorry, it's a 98-page rule book.
You guys are stumped still?
Joe, I'm going to sound like a little snob here. It was not founded by Ray Kroc.
Welcome back, everybody. Season 2 of Oswego Lazo.
Welcome back. Today's picture is of our producers, Julie Ann, Dominic, and Soad.
They are going to be graduating soon on May 16th.
This makes it their last time producing here at WTOP-10 News.
Thank you for including us in your journey during your time at SUNY Oswego.
Yeah, as a graduating senior myself, it's been a pleasure working with those three and everyone else here. It's sad to say that this will be my last live show, but could not have asked for a better and more welcoming and fulfilling experience here at WTOP.
We're going to miss you, Cam.
That's our report for tonight.
Be sure to stay tuned for the DK experience.
Thank you for watching.
Have a great night, everyone.
Tonight on Hockey Talk, the NHL playoffs are in full swing, and the Habs and Bolts have been putting on a show in round 1.
But so have the Sabres and the Bruins. They just had Game 5 last night. How did it go for the Blue and Gold?
And there are 2 teams represented here that have had their seasons cut short. What went wrong, and what would they do to right the ship in the 5 boroughs? All that and more right now on Hockey Talk. Welcome back to Hockey Talk, the show made by hockey fans for hockey fans. My name is Rob Finger, alongside my co-hosts Chris DeLuca, Evan Shomes, and Eric Palmieri, and we're here to talk hockey. Now, we are in the heat of round 1 of the Stanley Cup playoffs, and the one battle that has grabbed headlines and turned heads has been the series between the Montreal Canadiens and the Tampa Bay Lightning.
Says
the series,
who?
As of recording at 7:01 p.m. Eastern Time, is tied at 2 games apiece. However, you will be seeing this at 9:31 Eastern Time, after the finish or in the midst of the third period of Game 5. That leaves me in a pretty precarious situation, because right now I am in a state of Schrodinger's Rob. I am simultaneously ecstatic and heartbroken. The only way that you will know is if you check the score.
Can you give us like a reaction for if they won?
So hold on, let's say they win like in a let's say they win. It's like 3-1 win. Give us your reaction.
3-1 win. Only one phrase. Ça sent le coup. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Now, what if they lose
Now,
0-6?
can you say that in English?
Okay. Okay. I'll explain the ça sent le coup. Direct translation is it smells like the cup.
Oh. It's round one, buddy.
I like that.
Calm down.
I know.
Should take that one to Long Island.
If I am,
Sausage
if I am essentially
sausage le cup. What?
what? Hey, listen. But anyways, if I am heartbroken tonight, it's over. It's just completely over because it's game 5, man. Whoever wins this puts the other on the ropes.
That's true.
So,
That is
It's
true.
a 7-game series. I mean,
yes, but I have.
you gotta have faith.
I have
Sachez
faith in
le
the
coupe.
Habs. Yes. I have faith in the Habs. And speaking of faith, they literally are having like game broadcasts in the churches of Montreal. Yeah. Churches in Montreal are having Habs game broadcasts, and people are like piling into the pews of these like old Catholic churches and watching the Habs
That's gotta be
on a big screen.
Well,
over
yeah,
the
because
altar.
the only way they're gonna win is on a miracle or on prayer. So
Listen, hey, Montreal's pretty religious, and I think we may have a couple miracles up our sleeve, but last game...
walking on water kind of miracle?
Yeah. Here's the thing. We've got some phantoms going on out in the Habs series because that phantom high sticking call upon which the Bolts scored should not have even been called. I can't explain to you how much of an impact the refs have had in this series. Mostly negative.
You sound like the parents from the Peanuts series, like the parents. or better yet,
Phantom sticking. I just.
Or better yet, and like Animal Crossing, like those guys. That's what you sound like.
Anyways, we'll move on to this guy's series
Yeah,
here.
I mean, it's been pretty interesting. They have a 3-2 lead.
I think
they could have closed it
I
out
think
last night.
after every game, I get a text from you saying, "I hate playoff hockey."
Dude, no. You need to understand, like,
If you can't handle the heat, get out of the kitchen.
No. The stress it puts on my heart of like near heart attack, and then like, oh, that wasn't so bad, and then near heart attack the very 2 days later. I just wasn't prepared for it.
I don't think it's healthy.
No,
honestly.
it's not.
It's really not.
No.
Playoff hockey is not healthy for any of us. I hate this.
We're so healthy, man.
We've got at least a year on you guys of life.
Yeah. No, this series has definitely taken 5 years off my life, but I will say it has created some of the best moments. I know Evan, I was watching the first game with him, and oh my God, they were getting killed. And then the final 10 minutes, just that first goal by Tage Thompson, you could just hear the pop from the crowd, and you could like feel like the tremble like from the broadcast.
I will say this as a Habs fan: Buffalo fans are giving us a decent run for our money, and they might be beating us.
Oh my gosh!
Okay.
I had never been as happy when Matthias Samuelsson scored that game-winning goal. I spilled my beer saber all over Evan's carpet. I'm still sorry about that.
It's okay, I forgive
But
you.
every goal, I am like just screaming my head off.
You guys waited like almost 14, 15 years.
And it's been awesome.
You waited, God knows how, like maybe 5 years?
Yeah,
4?
2021. So.
No, also last year you guys were in it.
But we got gentlemen swept by the Washington Capitals. I don't.
Oh,
really
you made
count
it.
that
It's
one.
fine. It's
You
okay.
still
You were
made
there.
it. Okay, you can still have playoff
We
hockey.
made it on
though.
the last day of the season.
The poor guy hasn't even seen playoff hockey since he was a child.
Ticketmaster is still making
it.
sure I'll never be there. It's okay. So, but it really has been incredible. A lot of guys have stepped up where you didn't think they would. Peyton Krebs has been incredible, scoring a point in every single game. Tuck has really shown that he might get that $12 million contract. Whether he deserves it or not is going to be a little bit of an issue, but he has 6 points right now.
I am supporting him either way.
And then Alex Lyon stepping up, playing his first puck in like 4 weeks, is averaging over .95 save percentage. So it's insane.
Insane. Anyways, let's head now to the Metro division here, and we'll toss it over to our Metro guys. We'll start with the Flyers versus the Penguins.
Yeah,
it was 3-0. It's now 3-2.
Yeah, I will say I've been following the series very well because a little bit of context. Another person in WTOP, Ashlyn Fennick, is a huge Penguins fan, and since roughly I think middle March, every single time that she posts on her story like it's Penguins game day, I've just been rooting for the other team. So that's why I feel I gotta keep it's gotta keep the bit going. So I've been rooting for the Flyers for the first time. I don't think I'd never thought I would say those words ever in my mouth. But yeah, I've been rooting for the Flyers for the series. I want to see the Penguins lose, and I saw them go 3-0. The chirping was amazing. I was having so much fun. And then Vladar, what are you doing? First off, the game 4, if you're in the words of whatever the heck his name is, if you're a goaltender, Audio person, please turn my mic down for a second. Tend the net! Tend the net! What are you doing? Why are you all the way back out there? You gotta be in the crease. I don't know what the heck you think you're doing, but that's not goaltending. You just let I forget who it was, the Penguins player just put it in. And then the next game, and you're back in Pittsburgh, all of a sudden you bounce a puck gets bounced off the back boards by Erik Karlsson, and you just put it in between your legs and just shove it right back into the goal. What are you doing? If the Flyers do not go for a goaltending change for the next game, or even God forbid Game 7, I think I might have an aneurysm. I don't know. Sidney Crosby for a little bit, there was a shock in the Game 5 where he almost got injured, and it was worrying. He came back, and I was like, well, shoot, but it didn't say shoot, but you can take a guess as to what I said.
No, I don't really know.
I don't know, man. But it's definitely it's definitely an interesting time. I mean, listen, if I'm being completely honest, as a Rangers fan, I'm hoping for the meteor, but like, someone's got to win.
And by the way, the guy who said that, Steve Dangle. Steve Dangle is the guy you're looking for.
I always forget his name. I always forget his name.
He's a Leafs fan, so I only know him begrudgingly. Anyways, let's move on to the Hurricanes versus the Senators. Our first round that we get to, that is now over.
Yeah, what an entertaining matchup. I was not expecting to watch the Hurricanes-Senators series, but every game that was on, I tuned into for most of the game, at least the overtimes that we saw. Mm-hmm. Those games were entertaining. They were gritty. Honestly, Ottawa deserved at least one win out of that. I wish they got a win out of it.
I will agree with that. I will agree. Yeah. Ottawa definitely deserved a win.
Yeah, and I will say it was funny seeing Brady Tkachuk get clowned on. Even the Hurricanes Twitter saying it's a sweep if you could even read this. And, the Tkachuk, all the memes saying how 0 goals, 0 assists, 0 points. Let's go Brady. It's like, oh.
Did you see for Game 3, the Senators admin, they put that guy that made the song for them as far away as possible. The Canes wanted their admin post should have sent them to the moon.
Okay. The Hurricanes hockey team is boring as sin.
I hate them. Their admin on their social medias?
Yes, that is the one good part of this series.
At least they have something going for them. If they're gonna wallop the Metro Division, at least they have a little bit of personality somewhere hidden away.
Maybe not on the team, but
you got to go to the social media.
Not on the team.
Well, the person on their team went to the Avalanche, so.
That sounds about right.
Yeah. So.
Literally, the Canes are one of those teams where they're like the late 90s, early 2000s Devils. They trap everything, low event, boring hockey to watch, but they win every time. I don't like it.
It's mind-numbing.
Yes.
If they have a 1-goal lead going into the third, that's it. No one else is scoring.
It's just a slow.
The minute they get a lead, it's okay. Yeah, they won. Whatever.
Yeah, it's
what are you gonna do?
People don't come back against the Canes because they don't even let them through the neutral zone.
No, because it's so oppressive on the other team. They're always just right on them. It's what are you gonna do? How are you gonna defend against that? There's a reason why they were the second best in the league.
Yeah. And that's a first sweep here of this here playoffs. Well, the Eastern Conference sure is spicy, but the Western Conference also is getting some heat of its own. We'll go over all of the series out there on the West Coast when we come back on Hockey Talk.
$50. You better watch out.
He's got swat you like a bug.
You stole it?
Welcome back to Hockey Talk, the show made by hockey fans for hockey fans. My name is Rob Finger, alongside Chris DeLuca, Evan Shomes, Eric Palmieri, and our guest representing the Anaheim Ducks, Derek Clark. Well, we went over all the action happening all around the East Coast. Now it's time for us to head over to the West, starting with the Wild versus the Stars. How are the Wild even winning this? I genuinely...
Matt Zuccarello. That's
Fair
how.
enough.
Rangers legend Matt Zuccarello. What?
Ignore that.
Just ignore that.
Matt Zuccarello is the reason why. Rangers legend. There's a reason why he's a legend. Anyways, go for it.
But well, here's the whole thing as well. Like, they've got the highest paid player in the NHL, but seemingly almost nothing else. You've got Quinn Hughes, who is constantly seeing ghosts. You've got Kirill the Thrill that is being paid way more than he is right now. And the Stars have so much talent. The Stars are so deep. Why are they
do
not?
they have the power of friendship?
They
don't have the power.
They don't have the power of friendship.
No, we forgot the power of being annoyingly annoying. Just the people that have the power of friendship right now. First, it was the Senators, and then. Ooh, but now it's Wild. Now it's Wild. Wild have the power of friendship.
Yeah, and I just as Central New Yorker myself, I just so want to see Thomas Harley on the Stars do well, because well, it's the same thing with Alex Tuch. Guy from Syracuse, I have to root for him. So that's why I've rooted for the Stars the past couple of years, but they just haven't gotten past the conference finals. Otter choked at many points, let's face it, and now they're choking away again against the Wild.
So at that point, is it the goaltending problem?
I like
is it a
the Wild.
defensive problem? Or is it a forward
They're pretty dope. I don't know.
It might be a defense problem, because let's face it, Otter's a good goalie, but there's only so much a goaltender can do.
That's true.
So
I mean, you could also make you could also make the argument that it could be a coaching change that's needed. But they also already had a coaching change last year.
They sent.
So is it management?
Yeah,
then?
exactly.
Maybe they need to fire the GM Polo Sabres.
Yeah. Get the old GM as Kevin Adams.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he really deserves an NHL job. Let's give it to somebody.
Let's give it to Kevin
Adams.
Adams.
Subject anybody
Wild
to that.
pull.
Just sentence. Let's face it.
Wild pull.
But anyways, we have to move on to this guy's series now.
Quack, quack, quack.
Quack, quack, the Ducks and the Oilers. It was 3-1. Now it's 3-2 though.
Yeah, you got to give Dostal credit where credit's due. The guy knows how to play goaltend, but it's what happens when you get cocky. I think that's what happened. I mean, you look at how they played the last 3 games. Controversial goal in Game 4. It's in. Deal with it. It's in.
That was in.
It's in. But the thing is you go into Game 5 and clearly they thought they were the better team. And Edmonton's Edmonton. They play great a man down, and they play great when they're down in a series.
And to be fair, you guys have held off McDavid quite well.
When I tell you I had no idea McDavid would only get 2 goals in 5 games, I have no idea how we're doing that. But
he had 0 points in the first 2, right?
Yeah. First 3.
First goal was in Game 4.
I was gonna say I've heard radio silence on the McDavid front. I haven't heard any Connor McDavid talk, except that he was maybe going to be a questionable start.
Exactly, and that's what added fuel to the fire yesterday, because I think that was another reason why they came out flat, because I don't think they were ready. I think it was a move to make McDavid seem that he was hurt. McDavid is clearly not hurt. Yeah, that was a scared
There was an interview that he did afterwards, and he was like, there was no question if I was playing or not.
Yeah, exactly.
So at that point, it's a mentality thing. I will say, real quick, for the Ducks, I feel like that they are going to win the series, just because simply I was doing the Wordle yesterday, and the word of the day was quack. So
Confirmed.
It's
Confirmed.
gotta be.
New York
confirmed it.
Yeah.
The scripts are
Ducks and
lining
six.
up.
The best thing is Game 6 is in Anaheim, and that Anaheim crowd has been discredited a lot. The media around Anaheim it's not a hockey city. It's not a hockey culture, and there is media there. And I think the biggest thing that I can say about Anaheim is it's a great hockey city. It's a great hockey culture, and our Stanley Cup in 2007 really set that in tone. I hope Stanley comes back to another SoCal visit.
I mean, it hasn't been to SoCal since the Kings.
Sauce de Cup?
Don't talk about the Kings. I don't want
the
to
Kings.
That.
I'm glad.
We'll
the
get
Kings
to
are
the
up.
Kings shortly, but first we have to get on to the Utah Mammoth and the Vegas Golden Knights. Utah, please, just for the love of everything holy, for the love of all of hockey fandom,
I'm
save
begging.
us.
Get rid of the
Please.
Utah.
Please.
Give them the first round exit.
If I see Carter Hart in the second round starting in goal, I will freak out.
Logan Cooley. Logan Cooley, if you could hear us.
Well,
Please save us, Logan Cooley.
The winner of our series plays Utah or Vegas. And as a Ducks fan, I want to play Utah. I don't want to play Vegas.
I do think that would be a very heated series.
It is. It would be. But the thing is either of those teams, we have the winning record when it comes to the long series of the regular season. So I feel like Utah, though, we played a lot better against than Vegas. So I'm praying that Utah wins that. Also, I just like the name Mammoth.
Yeah.
I grew up with a minor league hockey team named Mammoth down the street from me for a year. So I love the name Mammoth. I also love the Zamboni there.
Yes.
Zamboni.
Shout out to
The
Zamboni,
Zamboni.
baby.
They're going to ride that Zamboni to the cup.
I would love to ride that Zamboni.
Oh, man. But it's been such a good series between the Mammoth and the Knights. But the thing is, I just really, like I said, I just hope that Utah does away with Vegas, does away with all the stuff, you fill in the blank, that Vegas has done over the past couple of years to the league, vanquish them, get them out of here. I want Utah to succeed, and it was a thing with the Seattle Kraken a couple years ago as well. When you have a new expansion team, you want them to do well, and the Kraken made the playoffs a couple years ago, and now Utah did it in their first season as the Mammoth, not just the Utah Hockey Club. I really am hoping that they go forward from here.
I also really love what they did where they had you could bring in your Vegas jersey.
Yes,
and trade
yes,
it for
that was so funny.
I wish I went to Utah. I have an old Vegas jersey I got when the team was first announced. It says my last name on it. It says captain. Low key, that jersey's awesome, and thank you to my parents for getting that for me when you did. But low key, I would low key at this point in my life trade that for a Mammoth jersey.
Yeah. Anyways, we said we'd get to the Kings here, and it was a closer series than the 4-0 would tell you.
Yeah, it was,
I think Forsberg did really
It was
solid.
a lot.
Yeah. Yes.
It was a closer game than expected. I mean, I was following it because there was implications for the Panarin trade. If the Kings somehow won against the Avs, which is like impossible.
Yeah,
1% chance.
They were never winning.
They were going up against the 25-26 Avalanche. You're not going to win.
I'm seeing a lot of the 21-22 Avs in this team. Like you have McKinnon is on a roll. Makar is just that guy. You have Necas.
Martin Necas.
Martin Necas. Thank you. Just absolutely dominating right now for the Avs. Like they're a great team. There's a reason why they are the #1 team in the league, and I think that they could be the one to break the President's Trophy curse.
I mean, there hasn't been a President's Trophy winner since the Blackhawks.
2015, right?
It was either
2015
or
2010.
I think it might have been 2010.
I think it might have been 2010, yeah.
Yeah, but nonetheless, the Blackhawks were the last one to do it. The President's Trophy curse, it has to end at some point, you know?
No, 2013.
Yeah, we both got it wrong.
Yeah,
there you go.
It was somewhere there, you know.
Somewhere in there.
Somewhere in their dynasty.
But still, the Avalanche, they move on, and they play the winner of the Stars and the Wild, right?
Yes.
So let's face it, if the Stars do win that Wild Stars series, that's going to be the Western Conference Finals in just the second round.
I think it'd be fun.
Yeah,
It would be.
It'll be fun.
Absolutely. So, anyways, well, that is every playoff matchup covered. While it is, some teams that are represented here have been omitted for good reason. The two non-playoff camps will have their say, and we'll find out what needs to change when we return on Hockey Talk.
We had someone who could tell us what we should and shouldn't watch.
Well, do we have a show for you?
Who are you?
What are you doing in my bed?
On Be Kind and Rewind, we will go through and review all your favorite movie franchises.
And tell you which ones you should and shouldn't watch from the perspective of normal movie fans. Well, be sure to check out Be Kind and Rewind on WTOP-10. Go home, that's 3 hours from now!
Maybe that's the best thing you can do.
But after he gets possessed,
his show becomes a smash hit.
Now he's got the greenest show on WTOP-10.
A lot of green going on tonight. We'll be holding on forever.
don't miss the limited run of
Those great people being...
If you like action, romance,
Polly, sister, if you're watching this,
and highbrow humor,
Surface is this. Floor. Minch did not legitimately put his head in the toilet.
there's only one place to turn.
No!
Tune in to new episodes of
Oh boy!
only on WTOP.
Library. Welcome back to Hockey Talk, the show made by hockey fans for hockey fans. My name is Rob Finger, alongside Chris DeLuca, Evan Chomes, Eric Palmieri, and Derek Clark, and we are back to talk hockey. While some of us have been blessed with being able to watch our teams in late April, not all of us were so lucky. Chris and Evan, today you will have the opportunity to do what every fan of a bad sports team loves to do, playing GM. Chris, we will start with you. What would you change about the Rangers?
Well, there's a couple things that would change. First off, you have two players that are must trades at this point, strictly based off you need to get younger. Vincent Trocheck is unfortunately one of them. As much as I love the guy, it's not a matter of if, but when he gets traded. So, my thought of potential trade could be to the Boston Bruins. They're lacking some forward depth right over there at the moment. So you trade Vincent Trocheck over there, and you want to get a defenseman back, especially for that second, maybe third line. So you take Yoki Harvey from them. He's on his first year deal, first of 3 years on his contract right now. $3 million, not bad. You also get an AHL prospect. I just threw in a random one on here, random fourth rounder from 2022. I'm not even going to try and pronounce that last name. Lockmulis. Short, and then you get a first rounder from them. I'd say that's a fair trade. You can debate it. I'm going to say it's a fair trade. There's also a reason why I'm not the GM. But anyways, then the second one, which is a second trade that you want to make, is Braden Schneider. Schneider is, at this point, he needs a change of scenery. You look at Capo Caco, Philip Hedl, how they've been either thrived wherever they went or done better than they did in the Rangers. And at this point, it's the same thing for Schneider. The same thing that you saw with Keandre Miller last summer. So you trade him to the Sharks. The Sharks are looking for more defensive pieces. And you send him and a second rounder there. Maybe the second rounder might not be enough. Maybe you send a first rounder as well for potentially Colin Graff. It might be a little outlandish for that one. But there might need to be a little more negotiation, a little bit more pieces in that. But it is what it is. Then you also, in that offseason, you re-sign a couple of your pieces. Scott Morrow, Dylan Garand to be your backup. Brett Berard, send him back down to the minors. You let him develop a little bit more. And then the two free agent signings I have, which could do some good. Nick Cousins on a 2-year, $1.5 million a year contract. Okay. It's a little bit of an overpay, but at this point, you're not trying to go for the playoffs. You know you're not a good team. You want to try and retool, try and get some more draft picks, get younger. So you get him, and then you make a reunion. Matt Zuccarello back to the New York Rangers on a 1 or 2 year deal, $6 million contract. Throw him on the third line. Let's make it happen. Why not?
I mean, this does seem like a pretty good Rangers team, but we'll move over to Evan here. Evan, what do the Islanders need to do other than sending out their head coach, which they did with 4 games?
Which they already got done. I didn't go as in depth with like trading picks and whatnot, but I kind of first eyes go to the free agents. Anders Lee's out there as a free agent. I think we signed him to a team-friendly contract. I think he's a good guy to keep around, good locker room guy, especially since all eyes are to the future right now. And who better to guide us into the future than our current captain, who was voted in by the players. He's a player's guy. Now, when it comes to those prospects, we're out in Hamilton now. I don't know what our team name's going to be. I hope it's something good.
I hope it's the Hamilton Tigers.
Hamilton, that would be, especially a little callback sound.
Minor league hockey insider
cool.
guy here. My buddy that apparently is in the works with Hamilton Hammers.
Hammers. Okay.
The Hammers?
Because Hamilton is like
I guess. Is this
I don't know much about Canada.
Right here?
You know more
oh my
about
gosh, are we
Canada
breaking
than
this
me,
right now?
I know that like it's like a steel city almost like Pittsburgh. Is what I was told from him.
Okay.
Is this breaking news right here?
Okay.
That's one of the 3 names.
One of 3 names.
One of 3 names. I was only told Hammers.
Three,
There's 2 other ones that I was not told, but apparently that's the favorite.
Well,
Maybe
those
they'll go for
Hammers,
alliteration.
those Hammers
Maybe.
have some really good prospects that I think that we should be looking to get into our rotation next season. I think this season we didn't expect to make it as far as we did, but we did. And we have a lot of eyes towards the future. We protected all of our prospects at the deadline. We didn't want to move them, so why not start giving them chances? We've got Victor Eklund, Isaiah George, Cole Iserman, Kashawn Aitchison lit up the OHL this season. He won the OHL Defenseman of the Year, broke records for the Colts this year. We're going to be dirty on the blue line in our future. I think it's all eyes to the future right now.
So it's Mustangs, Havoc, or Hammers. Those are the final 3.
Mustangs, Havoc, or
all right.
Is that
their ideas?
Official?
That's official. That's from the word of the Islanders.
I did read something about that. Yeah.
Okay.
I honestly would like Hammers out of
Hammers
Hammers.
makes sense.
Havoc's a good name, but you have to have a good logo with it. So it's a tough one to pull.
We better have
Get
cool
an image of a
jerseys.
hammer.
You
Call
don't
it
want a
that.
hammer.
Yeah,
in the
exactly.
center
Put like a
looking at
hammer
but
in an H.
Go to Home Depot. Just take a photo, like a JPEG, like slap a JPEG as the photo. Not even like crop it.
Hey, I would buy it.
I'd buy. Listen, I'd have that as a logo. Are you kidding me? That'd be fun.
All right.
Hopefully, don't get called Islanders. That would be brutal.
It's just not. No, because you're not even on. You're not. Whatever.
Alrighty. Well, that'll do it for this episode of Hockey Talk. That will also do it for our regular season here in the Al Roker studio. But we've got ourselves a playoff game coming up next week where we will be in Studio B of the new Hewitt Hall for our
Still
Senior
debatable
Week
right now, but-
special. 1 whole hour of Hockey Talk to send off this season. We've got some fun stuff planned, so you won't want to miss it next Wednesday. For Chris DeLuca, Evan Shomes, Eric Palmieri, and Derek Clark, I've been Rob Finger. And remember, if it's hockey, it's on Hockey Talk. Good.
Now introducing, out of Alden, New York, number 2, Dylan the Chinstrap Zielinski. Introducing next, out of Schenectady, New York, wearing number 69, Kenny the GM Gerard.
That was a little last second, huh?
I don't think I broke it.
I hope not. I'm looking at the rundown. It looks like it's all right. Welcome back to the DK Experience for the penultimate episode of the DK Experience. I'm Kenny Gerard, joined by my good friend, Dylan Zielinski. Dylan, you don't know what that means? Penultimate?
No.
You want a little
I went to
education
SUNY Oswego, dude. We don't
penultimate
have the best
means,
education here.
Penultimate means the next to last. Penultimate means like not the ultimate finale, it is the next to finale. Like this is the next to last episode.
All right.
How are you?
I'm good.
You learned something new today.
I'm good. I watched the new episode of The Boys today. I'm fired up. I'm loving season 5. Worked at Kinney Drugs. Got Kinney Drugs tomorrow at 7:45. My life is just Kinney Drugs.
I was supposed to go to work in Syracuse today, and luckily I didn't have to. I made the show on time, so here we are. Well, let's get right into it, Dylan. Let's get right back into our favorite segment, the Gridiron Draft Recap. Both of our teams have made their selections in the 2026 NFL Draft, and it's time to see what the future holds. Dylan, start me off how the Bills did without being able to pick in the first round because they just don't like doing that.
Yeah, no, so I mean, you bring that up with us not drafting in the first round. I was sitting there watching
it
with
so off-center in that camera.
A lovely friend, Frankie, and they kept trading back, and if I'm going to be honest with you, I liked it. This draft didn't impress me as far as depth-wise. There were a lot of guys that were graded late first rounds, early seconds, and it just got down to where the board was falling apart, you could tell. There weren't a lot of players left that, I mean, I wasn't in love with, and I mean, I'm not a GM, but I'm assuming that Brandon Beane wasn't in love with, so they just kept trading back, and they were able to make 10 overall draft selections. So we ended up trading back. Our first pick was at 35, which is pretty much a glorified first-round pick. And we got T.J. Parker, an edge rusher from Clemson. Guy's a stud. I like him. It's going to fit in nice. We got Greg Rousseau coming off the edge, Bradley Chubb coming off the edge with this guy now. We got a lot of cornerback depth. I didn't know anything about this kid before they were drafted, but the guy I'm most fired up about is actually Skylar Bell, the wide receiver out of Connecticut. I did not know anything about this kid, and I got multiple texts from my buddy Lucas and Cooper saying, dog. And I just decided, you know what, I'm going to look into him a little bit. And as much as it does pain me to say, he does remind me of Stephon Diggs. The way he looks and plays, he's very shifty, solid hands. I'm pretty fired up. I like it. I like getting the depth. And you know what? We don't have to pay any first-round picks, any first-round money. We just got to work on second-round picks. So I'm good with it. I love the depth.
Well, I'll go look down the city at my team with the Giants. So we had 2 first-rounders. We gave up good old Sexy Dexy for what would turn to be Francis Mauigoa, or Mauigoa, I believe is how you're supposed to pronounce it. It's not to make the joke of Sexy Dexy, but it's not the sexiest pick. I mean, you take a lineman. He's a great lineman. I think he's one of the best in the draft if he could stay healthy. If he is healthy, I think the Giants did the right choice. They needed linemen. Jackson Dart was getting murdered back there. So good choice at 10. And at 5, Arvell Reese. I mean, I think he's the best prospect in the draft. If he was available at 5, you have no reason to pass on him. Am I upset that we miss out on Styles and Downs? Yes. Do I think it might be a mistake to pass on Downs and take Mauigoa? Yes.
Are you mad about it just because he went to the Cowboys?
Well, that obviously hurts me. Yeah, I mean, it definitely makes it worse. The Cowboys trading up and taking him because, of course, whatever. Anyway, so I don't know. I'm a little upset about missing on him, but I think we did fulfill our needs. We got what we needed in the first round, and then to the later rounds, we just drafted as we needed. We got a receiver, we got some extra linemen. So I mean, we really did fine. I think it's a good draft. Most rankings have us at like an A or an A-. So all the experts think we did fine, and I think we did fine too. I'm just a little upset that we missed out on Downs,
I
personally.
think a lineman's way more important than Caleb Downs.
I agree with you. And I'm with you. And that's what I'm saying
It's
is
been the
I
biggest
think
thing for the Giants over the last few years.
I agree. And that's why I'm saying I think it's a good pick to take Mauigoa, but I am a little salty he's a Cowboy now. And hopefully that doesn't come back to backfire because it's happened before. But we're going to go to a quick break. When we come back, it'll be time for us to talk about our NFL draft reactions. You're watching the DK Experience right here on WTOP-10.
$50. You better watch out. He's got to swat you like a bug. You stole?
Here, Dylan, I dumbed this intro down a little bit for you. Welcome back into the next to last episode of the DK Experience. I planned that so well. I'm Kenny Gerard. That's Dylan Zielinski. Dylan, want to get right into it?
Yeah.
All right, well, let's stay on our NFL draft theme. Let's talk about some of our reactions to the NFL draft. Let's start off with some of the biggest surprises, and I think the very first name that comes to our head is probably the same one. Ty Simpson.
Yes.
Okay, I was going to say, I'll make sure we're on the same page. It wasn't planned this way.
Yeah,
so.
I don't know, like...
Let me ask you this. Do you think it's a bad pick? Because I don't.
No, I think he has an
still
opportunity
on the box
to go sit and learn from one of the best quarterbacks to ever do it in Matthew Stafford. Throw the ball in practice to Devontae Adams and Puka Nacua and just learn from Sean McVay.
It feels a little Jordan Love-esque, right? Like people were like, why would you take Jordan Love?
I think
this
is a better situation than Jordan Love.
I agree.
The only other difference is I would have much rather learned from Aaron Rodgers, but he's throwing to Devontae Adams, Puka Nacua. He's got Sean McVay teaching him how to play football and Matthew Stafford. And he gets to sit there for 3 years? Dude, that's perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. I'd be fired up if I were him.
I think it's a good pick, but I think it definitely caught everybody up. Like, even I was like, what? But when you think about it,
need much more.
No, and here's the thing: when the Packers took Jordan Love instead of a receiver, when they had Rodgers still, everybody's like, "What are you doing?" So it feels very similar to this, except they didn't need a receiver. So I don't know. I think it's a good choice. I don't think it's a bad choice. But is there anything else that surprised you?
No, maybe a little surprised, but I'm super happy about it. Diego Pavia going undrafted.
That was awesome.
I am so happy that he went undrafted. It did not happen to a better person. He deserved it.
The one other one that I want to talk about, the Chiefs trading up to take Mansour Delane from LSU. Did that, to me, listen, again, you know I like LSU. I think Delane is a great corner, but I think he'd have been available if the Chiefs didn't trade up.
Yeah, the Chiefs are kind of in this weird situation for the first time in a long time where it's like, oh crap, like we need things to happen. Like they just traded Trent McDuffie to the Rams again, Rams guy by the way, but and their second corner left in free agency. Like I think they are feeling it. Pat's coming off a torn ACL. Last year was terrible, and I think they're like, oh, we got to make some splash plays. The only thing we did this offseason was bring back a 35-year-old Travis Kelce who's going to be married to Taylor Swift this summer and is only going to be paying attention to that. So,
well, let's talk about some of the biggest falls in the draft this year. So, I mean, Pavia is not really a faller. I think he wasn't really projected to get picked, honestly. But I think the biggest one that caught most people's attention was Ruben Bain going to Tampa Bay. And that video of him walking by, grabbing the hat. Dude. I love, like, what was the nickname? Tampa Bain?
Yep.
I think he's going to be really good.
I just saw something. I was just talking to Owen about this today. I just saw something where Taylor Lewan from Bustin' with the Boys said, I have never been so happy to no longer be playing left tackle in the NFL after seeing that video. He goes, that guy is going to come out with a vengeance. And he is ready. He is mad he fell. I think he fell to a great team. There's one thing I'll say about the Bucs over the last few years. It's a gritty football team. Baker leads that charge of go punch a guy in the mouth, and we're going to go win this football game. I think Ruben Bain fits perfectly. If I were him, I'm honestly pretty happy I fell.
Yeah.
You don't have to go to a Jets. You don't have to go to the Raiders, like one of these terrible teams. You just,
the Titans.
Here's a good situation, bud.
Yeah. I agree. And, I mean, he fell, but I think he's going to be good. And this might actually transition perfectly into our next point, the steal of the night. I think Bain is in the argument for steal of the night. I hate to say this. I think Downs to the Cowboys is considered a good steal of the night. I would also say Malachi Lawrence also to the Cowboys. I think the Cowboys had a really good draft. I really think the Cowboys had a good draft.
If you want to talk about...
But Sadiq to the Jets also I think is a good pick. Besides the fact the Jets have picked like 3 tight ends in the last 4 years, I think it's a good pick.
I think if you want to talk about steals, you got to bring up Lemon.
You do got to bring up Lemon.
Literally stolen.
Yeah, by
from the Pittsburgh Steelers by the Eagles. On the phone
I'm so sick of the Eagles,
saying,
dude.
Hey,
every year
we're gonna draft you right here, and then with this next pick, and he's all fired up. Yeah, I'm going to the Steelers, and then all of a sudden, Philly makes a move to trade up. He gets a phone call with the Philly area coding. They said, "Hey, no, we're actually gonna take you here." That's insane.
Yeah.
That's some devious work. If anything, that's A.J. Brown's going to the Patriots. Let Diana Rossini break the news. Let's do it one time.
One more time. That's it. That's it. We're done. We're going to go to a quick break, but when we come back, it'll be time for some Stump the Chump. You're watching the DK Experience right here on WTOP-10. Go to break.
We had someone who could tell us what we should and shouldn't watch.
Well, do we have a show for you?
Who are you?
What are you doing in my bed?
On Be Kind and Rewind, we will go through and review all your favorite movie franchises.
And tell you which ones you should and shouldn't watch from the perspective of normal movie fans. Well, be sure to check out Be Kind and Rewind on WTOP-10. Go home, that's 3 hours from now!
Maybe that's the best thing you can do.
But after he gets possessed,
his show becomes a smash hit.
Now he's got the greenest show on WTOP-10.
A lot of green going on tonight. We'll be holding on forever.
Don't miss the limited run of
those great people being.
If you like action, romance,
Polly sister, if you're watching this,
and highbrow humor,
surface is this? Floor. Minch did not legitimately put his head in the toilet.
there's only one place to turn.
No!
Tune in to new episodes of
Oh boy!
only on WTOP.
Welcome back to the final regular season episode of the DK Experience. Okay, Gerard.
Why was that never a slogan?
What?
Do you not hear what
No, I heard him. I want you to repeat it.
DK, have it your way.
Oh, yeah, man. We missed out. DK, have it your
Oh,
way.
dude, that was
All right,
good.
it's time for
2
Stuff
out
to
of
Jump.
10.
For those at home who do not know what this
I
is,
liked it.
me and Dylan will add obscure sports to a wheel each week, and we'll spin it, and then we'll quiz each other on our sports. Dylan, after last episode, I did my research. We were all knotted up at 3-3 after the tie earlier. I think it was 2 episodes ago. So it's 3-3-1, but we'll call it 3-3. This is going to be a big one. We're not sure if this is the last one or what. We'll figure it out. The wheel is back. Bang. Let's get it started. You are going to kick it off with questions from me about my sport.
Sports.
I was thinking Quidditch. I said it too quick. Quidditch and sports. Go ahead. Hit me with
Okay.
it.
Okay.
These are going to be so weirdly worded like they
What
were last
is
week, too.
the main objective of a Quidditch match? And then I was going to do a little. Okay, go ahead.
To catch the golden snitch? Is that right? Is it the main, or is it to score points? I mean, you can go either way. I feel.
I'll give you the.
Okay, what was your answer?
It's to score more points than the opposing team, but like if you want like an instant win, yeah, it'd be to catch the golden. I can't stand Harry Potter, but yes, it would be to catch the golden.
And neither can I, which is why I'm not happy I got the sport.
So, which would
Matt
give
does
you
not like
150
that.
points. What are the roles of the 7 players on a Quidditch team? It's like
rules?
Roles.
Roles.
Like, this guy does this.
Yeah, no. I'm trying to think. Because that's not on my cheat sheet that I made. That's the one thing I don't know. I'm going to take an L on this and just guess. I'm going to say you probably have, let's assume there's a goaltender of sorts. Let's assume there are, let's say, throwers or pitchers, so an offense, and then let's say there's defensemen in a way.
Okay.
That's my best guess.
I'm not going to give that one to you just because like it was three chasers, so they score goals. So your offense.
Yeah.
2 beaters, which defend teammates by hitting others. 1 keeper.
I think I get half a point for that, but
no, because like you can't just be like 3 offensive guys. Like they have names.
Oh, I didn't
like,
even say
that's
numbers, to be fair.
You know what I mean? And then 1 seeker. He's trying to find the golden snitch. And then who invented it?
I thought, whoa, let's go back to our first episode. I asked you this question, you got
okay.
mad.
No,
No. We're not doing that. Rules of the game.
How many points is catching the golden snitch worth?
10. I know that one. Right? No, it's not 10?
Wow, that was a confident wrong
I thought it was 10.
150 points.
I thought it was 10.
That was a confident
What
wrong
Quidditch
answer.
was I researching?
So what, he's 1 on 3?
Yeah,
no,
1
but
on
if
3.
you put the ball through the hoop, that's 10.
What did you ask me?
I said, how much was if you catch the...
Oh, I answered confidently without listening.
I was going to say, that was a confident wrong. He's like, 10.
10. Because I researched certain questions, and that was one of them, and I thought I had it, but I just didn't listen. All right, Dylan, you got flag football, and I'm going to try and bury you because it's an easy sport.
Okay, I'm going to try to focus up.
All right. You know that there's no field goals in this sport?
Yes.
Okay. So you know you can go for 1, 2, or 3.
Mm-hmm.
What are the exact yardages for 1, 2, and 3-point tries? This is easy. This is the easiest one, I think, in my opinion.
1's the 3-yard line.
Answer them all.
2's the 5, and 3's the 10.
Wrong. You were right in the first one, though.
Was
You did
I?
get 3-yard
Okay.
line. So it's 3
I
yards.
don't know, man. I normally just flash up a number and then I stand there.
And then I move the ball. That's
Yeah.
why I asked. You don't pay attention to me, I see. 10 yards and
No,
then
I
20
just-
yards.
Is it?
So it's
It
20.
is
Remember,
20.
because the
It
3-point
is
try is
20.
long. I'm
Yep.
honestly a little surprised you got that wrong.
I am too.
Okay. I actually, you know what? Now, this one I asked you this weekend. So we're really going to see if you listen to me. What is the only penalty that will give you a fresh set of downs in flag
Roughing
football?
the passer.
Bang. Look at this.
Trust me, I know that one.
I was going to say, I would hope you would
I
know.
that one. Roughing the
Okay.
passer. They touch the quarterback's arm at all. Can't bat it, can't smack it, can't rip at the ball.
Okay.
Because everybody was upset because they think pass interference will get you in
What
set of downs,
is
but
the
you
most
don't.
common reason you would get an illegal equipment call?
The most tucked shirt, untucked shirt.
2
You
for
got to
3.
have
Got
the
it.
shirt tucked in.
Good for you. All right. Yeah, I'll switch markers here.
You got to have a shirt
All right,
tucked in.
Dylan, you're up 4-3. Okay, so we have to decide. Was that the last one? If it is, you win, and I'm willing to tuck my tail and say I lose. Or do we want to go next
can't
week?
ask me that.
Well, you're the winner, so you get to
No,
choose.
I
These
know,
are the
but
decisions you get to make.
no.
Or do we do one next week and say, screw it, all the marbles, let's leave one more round?
Well, but the problem is with that, like...
And we plan the punishment over the next week and figure out what we're going to do. It's up to you.
Yeah, but
I'm totally okay with
but
taking
the only
your punishment,
reason, the only reason I don't say that is I feel like it'd be really hard to be like, okay, this is the punishment during a show.
Not really. I mean, you could realistically think of a lot of things.
Yeah,
you could
but
do
like if we're
middle of
doing
the
an
show.
hour, like
Yeah, but you
yeah,
go
but
into
like
a break and a whole block is a
yeah,
punishment.
but imagine sitting an hour through the punishment.
It's not going to be an hour. It's going to be towards the end of the show.
What do you think?
What do you guys? I'm going to ask the crew. What do you guys say? One. All right. In the back room too.
I win.
One for one more show.
I win.
Or give me a fist if you think that should be it. That's a one more.
No, I'm gonna go with zero because I do want to get a punishment where he's got to sit 0. He's going 0. Chris is going 0. 0.
I see a couple one. That's a 1. 1, 1, 1,
Piper's
1,
doing,
1. So it's all ones in the back.
0. No, Chris is a 0.
You're 0.
Owen's is 0.
You guys have an you don't have an IFB. You can talk to me, right?
So here's my thing, like
so it's 2
like,
1s, 1 0.
If we do the plan where it's like someone's got to wear their rival team's jersey.
Cruz says 1 more.
Okay.
But we'll do it at the end of the episode, so we don't have to sit through a punishment for too long. And keep in mind, we also have Oh Boy after, so it'll be nothing obscene. 1 more?
Sure,
Let's do 1 more. All right.
Deal.
No.
Yes.
Either
deal.
I'm punished or I'm not punished.
All right, then unpunished.
Wait. Whoa.
No.
Whoa.
I think that's a good deal. Because at least I get something where I did win.
No.
Why?
Either it's punishment or no punishment. Either 1 more or no more.
All right. Go ahead, spin.
Let's do it. Well, wait. No.
I don't think we need to add.
We gotta do. No, we don't have to add. We gotta get rid of. What is? Yeah. There's nothing left to add. What did we just do?
Flag football and Quidditch.
Did we already take them off? We did. Okay. They're gone. You won. 1 more episode. Go for it. Maybe a hat. I'll think about a hat. You got a week to convince me. Wow, we are so over. What did it land on? Oh, dude, you are in for a ride. Camel wrestling.
Camel wrestling?
You have camel wrestling.
Yeah, buddy.
All right, camel wrestling's off the board. What is the last sport on the wheel?
Camel wrestling.
Is it on the board? Let's see.
Camel wrestling.
That's going to be a weird one, dude. I can't see. Oh, no. What? Run National Championship. Didn't we add that last week? Oh, boy.
It's the one that I did.
Oh, we are in for a ride. Okay. Well, that leaves it. 1 more episode for all the marbles. We're going to go to a quick break. When we come back, it'll be time for Cooking or Crazy. You're watching the DK Experience right here on WTOP-10.
If it's hockey, it's on Hockey Talk.
The hockey gods will bless me again with another victory.
Join Rob Finger and his panel of guests.
Rangers are going to beat them simply because vibes.
Vibes. You are winning this on vibes? That's a solid argument.
As they take you through the hockey world.
We welcome you with open arms.
Tune into Hockey Talk, only on WTOP.
I had to eat a raw egg on Chris's dormitory floor.
I currently don't have any federal pending charges. You know what you never did? You never walked to Walmart, Chris.
That's my co-host. This is for making me eat roast Pop-Tarts.
It's showtime, Chris. Come on.
I want to be on the air for that. I got a couple things to say.
No. Spin the wheel. But you got censorship.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to...
All right, we've gone full circle. Let's see if Dylan knows what it means now. Welcome back to the penultimate episode. That means
the last before the last
of the DK Experience. I'm Kenny Gerard. That's Dylan Zielinski. Dylan, let's get right into it. It is now time for everyone's favorite segment, Cooking or Crazy. Our crew has selected a question for us, kind of, and we'll debate the topic and pick our answers. Paulie did.
Shut up, Paul.
Once we are done bickering, we'll let our crew pick the winner. Dylan, let's get started with today's question. And it is very simple, very easy, and I think we're going to have some fun debating on this one. Which one of our flag football teams are going to win? We know who we're going to choose. But more importantly, why do you think your team's going to win?
Okay, so why do I
And don't say it's because you gave yourself every flag football team player and you gave me the coach. That's fine. Go for it.
No, that's not what I'm going to
Or that you pick the teams. That's fine, though.
I didn't pick the teams. I had your say. I said, are these good? And you were like, yeah. And I was like, do you want to do this? Do you want to do this? Hey, pick one or two. You get this guy or this guy.
Right road.
And then you said, Jesse. You get anyway, why I think I'm going to win. One of the biggest reasons is the quarterback situation. I think I have far more experience than anyone you're going to roll out there at quarterback.
You could just say Eddie.
Eddie seems confident, and I like the confidence. He's got it. He's got the ego for it. But I do think, as far as the quarterback situation, I do have that. Oh,
is that me?
That's what you're going to look like when I beat you.
Oh, make one of him.
No, I do think my team's going to win. I think we got some guys. I'm pretty excited to play with Casey. Casey's a guy.
Are you looking at lineups right now?
I am looking at my lineup. Silly Dilly snapping me the ball. I think that's going to be fun.
Yeah.
Nate Hand, big physical
Here's where I'm going to argue against.
What?
Is that me again?
I'm excited to play with AJK. I got E-Mike. I got Aurora. Eric back in the control room. I got Eric.
All right, let me get mine out before.
I do think the biggest, and I know you're going to say that you know how to play against me and things like that.
And that's exactly the
correct
answer.
But I think the biggest thing is the fact of the inexperience at the quarterback position on the outside.
Now here's my argument. Nate Hand's going to get a flag in the first place, so that doesn't matter. Nate Hand's irrelevant in this argument. Now, what I will say is keep in mind, I've been coaching Dylan in flag football this entire time. I know how this Dylan and other Dylan, Silly Dilly, play better than they do. I know how to shut down Stetter. I know how to shut down that entire team. He knows how to throw a football. I know the fundamentals. Even if I'm on the field, I promise you I'm going to do better than you. I promise you I'm going to know how to shut you down. And I promise you I'm going to know how to use exactly all of my guys and girls the correct way, that you will not know how to use them because I have coaching superiority and you need a good coach, have a good team.
I have a good coach. I have Lucas.
But if we were in a pool.
But here's my other thing. Here's my other thing. You say, I know what I would have to do to beat Dylan, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah. I'm not going to tell you right now. Oh, okay. I was going to say,
no, that's
don't
not what I'm saying. No, but I'm saying is I trust you in your coaching abilities.
Do you
see what the players can do?
Look me in the eyes. Do you honestly think I'm going to let Eddie McAlpine throw a ball farther than 5 yards on the field? Be real with me right now. Do you really
I don't think you will, but I think he'll let himself do it. I think he's going to go.
If that's the case, that's our Achilles heel, but he's not going to. Oh my God, is that Paulie and Dylan?
No, that's awesome, dude.
That is great.
That's a good. Can you send me that?
Can we get these sent to us? Are we AIing photos in the back?
No, I do think I think I'm gonna win, and like I said, I think the biggest. I do think there's gonna be absolutely no defense played.
And that's where I agree. I think there's no defense played
for either team.
But I think you're not going to be able to do anything because I'm going to specifically target you.
I think I'm going to be okay because I think all I have to do is just
promise.
We'll see. I mean,
we'll see.
But no, I think like I said, I trust you in your coaching abilities and stuff like that. But I think I've played.
And I trust you in your quarterbacking abilities, but I don't trust your
far harder competition.
Sure. All right, well, let's see.
Like I said, I don't trust that.
All the talks end on Sunday.
Yeah, no. Winners just ...
We just don't have a winner? Dylan, question mark?
Dude, I've been on a roll.
I mean, sure, I'm good with Dylan.
I've been on a roll. Do you guys think I'm going to win? You think I'm going to win on Sunday? Owen's going to think I'm going to win. What?
Well, that's how these usually go. I give a better argument, and he has a better answer.
Or do you like my argument or his argument? Oh.
Yeah. That's who won. Well... We'll see on Sunday.
That stud of a child.
That is the one who is going to get sacked. Oh, Graphics disagrees. Thanks, Chris. Appreciate it. Of course, my mini-me would pick me. Anyway, sorry, Chris.
My mini-me's. I named this one Pow.
Yay!
I named this one Pow.
And this one is Big Pow. That's going to do it for the last episode of the DK Experience. We will see you all next week on Wednesday at 9 p.m. for the 1-hour series finale of the DK Experience. Let's have one good last show.
Let's
go, everybody.
Cooked. Welcome back to a brand new episode of Cook. It is the last episode before the Senior Week special. Today was going to be a very special episode, but unfortunately, we've had another tragedy. Zinni's gone.
In audio.
The first show Zinni will be on is Cooked. We gotta do that.
There's a girl outside our house.
A little bit of a disappointment by the Oh Boy crew. We're the first ones to show.
Let it be known. Cat cam. Let it be known that Cooked is the first